take a minute to get used to this microphone again. I am Cindy Long. I am the principal of Frankfort High School, and today I'm with Mrs. Horrell. She's one of our assistant principals, and today is a really cool ceremony for us. So this is our Shooting Star ceremony, and we are very excited to have this ceremony for a number of different reasons. I think it's fairly common in school that a lot of times if you have an amazing athletic prowess or if you get straight A's, then we recognize you. But generally in life, I think it's people that are doing the right thing in their classes and being kind to others and working hard. Those are the people that we generally find the most success with. So today's ceremony, you will get to hear all sorts of different things. And students, what we would like for you to do is, when you hear your name, start making your way up with us. We get lonely up here, so you have to come stand beside us. And then on your certificate, we will read some statements from the teacher or staff member that nominated you, and everyone will get to learn why you are one of our shooting stars. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. The first student that we'd like to recognize is Miss Miley Hutton. Come on down, Miley. Miley's getting this award from Miss McKenzie. Miss McKenzie said, Miley comes to class always prepared. She asks questions to make sure she's doing her work correctly, and when she doesn't have any work to complete, she loves to engage in conversation. She's a good example of what a student who wants to do well and typically tries her best.
David Romero. Mr. Spencer nominated David and said he has been taking this semester by storm. He has found a new level of dedication and success is the reward. David works diligently each day during my class and stays after school as well. I have no doubt that David will continue pushing down this path and that he will be a proud FHS graduate in May. Keep up the hard work, David.
Next up we have Ashlyn Turner. Mr. Potts nominated Ashlyn, and this is what he had to say. I have had Ashlyn in APC for the last 2 years, and she never ceases to amaze me. She shows up with a smile on her face every day and always has a great attitude no matter what we're doing in class. Yes, even on those difficult cardio days and grueling leg days. She's always willing to help others. Thanks for your effort.
Diego Miranda Sandoval. Mrs. McCormick says he's one of the funniest and kindest students she's ever had. He is always quick to help lift other spirits up when needed. He's a goofball, but he also knows how to work hard to achieve a goal. I witnessed him not being happy with his grade, and instead of complaining, he did the work to improve his grade. I am proud of how hard he has worked to earn a better grade in my class.
Next up we have Sam McAtee. Sam was actually nominated twice, so he gets to stand up here even longer, which is every kid's dream. The camera's right here, Sam. You can just look right into it. Okay, this is a long one too. This is from Miss Roman. Sam is in my Spanish 1 class. It's a large class, and he always sets the example for respectful, outstanding behavior. He is actively listening every day. Sam is a great self-advocate. He will come see me after class, before school, or email me with questions or concerns. He's joined Spanish Club as well, and at the movie night, he tried tinga for the first time. I believe he enjoyed it, which made me happy, as it is a spicy dish. Sam has volunteered for Spanish Club at several events, and I thoroughly enjoy having him in my class. He makes me remember why I decided to return to education. There's more. One more. Miss Davis notes that Sam has shown dramatic improvement in my class. I can see his confidence gaining every day. He's always willing to ask questions and ensures that he is on the right track.
Tyler Brown. Mrs. Jacker says that Tyler has done a great job this year. He works well with others and works hard on his assignments. Tyler has really opened up this year as well. He talks with a lot of students and enjoys spending time with friends. Congratulations, Tyler.
Next up is Roger Geisinger. Roger was nominated by Mrs. Berkey and Mrs. Beard, and they say, we really enjoy having Roger in our first hour geometry class. He is a very strong math student. We very much appreciate his willingness to volunteer, and he is curious about the world around him. He seems like he will be a lifelong learner. He is willing to take the path less traveled by and stand up for his beliefs. The inner strength is another great character trait.
Jorge Valdez. George Valdez. So Mrs. Johnson nominated him, saying that my reading goal for George. Okay, sorry. Bye, Jorge. For Jorge this semester was for him to grow 25 Lexile points. His reading goal was to grow 60 Lexile points. So far, he has grown 65 Lexile points, surpassing both his goal and Mrs. Johnson's goal. Jorge works hard in class. He always has interesting points to add to our conversation. He is a pleasure to have as a student. Congratulations, Jorge.
Next up is Colin Fry. Colin was nominated by Mrs. Hale, and she says, I've been blessed with having Colin as a TA this semester. He is someone I can rely on to come each day on time and go above and beyond with any task I ask him to complete. He also has built a very special friendship with one of our students who has special needs. The two of them enjoy their time together and look forward to seeing each other every day. I've loved getting to know Colin. He's a wonderful student and a great example of what an amazing hot dog should be. Keep working hard, Colin. Thanks for all you do.
Kenzie Jacker. Mrs. Everett says, Kenzie Jacker is a hard worker who helps others when it is needed, is involved in school programs, and is able to maintain excellent grades. Kenzie exemplifies Frankfort High School. Not only is Kenzie a hard worker, she is always smiling and willing to help out if it is needed. I have been able to rely on Kenzie to help me during the TAG program after school if I need an extra hand, or during the school day if I need her to show a new student around. She is always friendly and welcoming to the people and is willing to do whatever she is asked. I appreciate Kenzie and her dedication to Frankfort High School. Congratulations.
The next student we'd like to recognize is Juan Garcia Venegas. Juan received two different nominations. The first one is from Mrs. Hall. She noted that since the first day of school, Juan has been respectful and hardworking. He seeks help when needed and is organized enough on his work without much prompting. He always knows what needs to be completed and works hard to get things turned in. He takes ownership over his academics and is a perfect reflection of the student that has succeeded in Project Excel. I'm very proud of him for the respect and determination that he shows every day this year. And there's another one. This one is from Mrs. Kelly. Mrs. Kelly said, I am so proud of Juan. He is working very hard to pass all of his classes. He always pays attention during class and asks questions when he does not understand. He is a joy to have in class.
Kelby Santos. Kelby is a great student to have in class. He comes to class each day with a positive attitude. He goes above and beyond to meet all expectations and is a great role model for his peers. Congratulations, Kelby.
Next up is Marcos Garcia Cruz. Marcos is nominated by Mr. McCullough. Marcos is enjoyable to have in class. He comes in every day with a positive attitude and a willingness to work. He is respectful, which Mr. McCullough really appreciates. The best part is that he has been a mentor and a tremendous helper to his partner in the class. Marcos helps to make the class very enjoyable each and every day. Job well done, Marcos.
Devin Jagger. Mr. Byers nominated Devin and said he's doing such a great job in social studies class. He does a great job on his work and is quick to answer questions. Devin gets along with everyone, and I really enjoy talking to him every day. He also did an incredible job balancing his schoolwork with his cross-country meets. Keep up the great work, Devin.
Next up is Evan Vickery. I'll start reading. Evan is a great student. Whenever he's given a task, he does it. He works hard in the classroom on his assignments as well. He's involved in Best Buddy and loves hanging out with his buddy. Evan works quickly as well. When we do coffee cart or recycling, he works fast and hard. Great job, Evan.
Jasmine Galvez. Mr. Behrens nominated Jasmine and said she always goes above and beyond on her assignments and projects for my class. She participates in class, helps other students, and puts in extra effort and creativity in her assignments. Every assignment I give, I always look forward to seeing what she will do next with her creativity. Her effort will be an example for future students in my class for years to come. Congratulations, Jasmine.
Next up is Logan Pratt. Logan was nominated by Mrs. Mowdy. She wrote, Logan started out in my community, but then left us for a year. He's back now and has hit the ground running. He's working hard to get and keep those grades up. He knew that coming back this year, he had a lot of work to do so that he can graduate on time and has faced this challenge head on. He has plans for the future, and I know that he will see them through. Congratulations.
Cecilia Sanchez. Mrs. Mowdy says Cecilia is definitely a shooting star. She is blazing her own path and is leaving light wherever she soars. She came into this year knowing what she wanted to accomplish and is doing it with grace and style. She is trying new things and having fun even when it's hard. I'm excited to see what is in her future. I know it will be amazing. Congratulations.
Next up is Joanna Salinas. Joanna was nominated by Mr. Galati. He wrote, Joanna worked hard this grading period in cardio fitness. At the start of the semester, she ran a 10:52 mile. At the end of the grading period, she ran the mile in 9 minutes and 6 seconds, improving by 1 minute and 46 seconds, which is the most improvement out of all of the cardio fitness students. She really deserves this award.
Jacqueline Morales Rosales. Mrs. Caesar nominated Jacqueline, and she said, Jacqueline exudes positivity. She is full of an abundance of positive energy and excitement for learning in my digital photography class. I love how she is always wanting to show me her photos she took on her own outside of school. In addition to her excitement for learning, she is always the first to help open a door, help turn on the projector, or simply say, "That's okay, Mrs. Caesar," when I make a mistake in class.
And I'm gonna say, "No, be happy."
I can count on Jacqueline's smile to brighten my day and all of ours. Sincerely, Mrs. Caesar, congratulations.
Next up is Giovanna Andrade. Mrs. Caesar wrote this nomination, and she said, "I admire Giovanna's willingness to help her fellow non-English speaking classmates. She never hesitates and is always ready and willing to assist in any way she can. In addition to being helpful, she stands out as being self-motivated. I appreciate her quiet, hard-working positivity in class. I'm genuinely thankful for her abundance of great work ethic, patience, and kindness."
Alexis Hackey. Mrs. Thomas nominated Alexis and says she's been working so hard this year at keeping her grades up. She is enthusiastic about early childhood education classes and works hard in class. I appreciate how she has taken a leadership role in class and in her work with the kids at Blue Ridge. I am so proud of how she has matured this year. Congratulations, Alexis.
Next up is Tyler Harris. Tyler was nominated by Mr. Dudley. He wrote, "Tyler has really turned himself around in class this year. He is attentive and accepts help when he needs it. He's been turning in classwork and performing really well on assessments. I'm proud of the progress that he has made."
Guadalupe Guido Alanis. Mrs. Brenton nominated Guadalupe and says she is a shooting star because of her exceptional effort, comprehension, analytical ability, work ethic, and smile that she brings to class each and every day. Congratulations.
Next up is Lupita Carapia Cortez. There's a lot of clapping in this ceremony, isn't there? Isn't it great? Lupita was nominated by Mrs. Brenton, and she wrote, "Lupita is a shooting star because of her insight, intelligence, and group efforts that she brings to class every day."
Lorena Perez. Lorena was nominated also by Mrs. Brenton. She said Lorena is a shooting star because of her ease at comprehension of difficult text, even Shakespeare in his original language. For her sharing insights on the text and making analytical connections, for her skill at encouraging learning and participation in other students, for her willingness to seize a goal and not only understand the steps to attain it, but also to achieve them. For her ability to speak her mind while she is reading a room. For her wit, strength of character, and majesty. I didn't say that right. For the strength of her character. Well done.
Next up is Madison Campbell. This is from Mrs. Rushton. She wrote, "Every single day in class, Madison is engaged. She is an absolute standout in her fifth period class, always providing insights and leadership. One day, she even watched and begged, if only with her eyes, for her peers to answer Miss Wall's question. When she finally decided to speak, her depth of knowledge of issues in To Kill a Mockingbird was impressive. Keep up the great work."
He said, Kiara is one of the few students I have that is always trying to learn and get better at understanding the information given. Multiple times she has completed her work in class and then gone from desk to desk to assist other students on understanding the process of the day's lesson. She will even come into my class after school and ask to go over the lesson because she wants to be thorough in her understanding of the subject matter, which is math, by the way. Good job. Kiara is a leader and a true shooting star. She was also nominated by Mr. Everett. He says, Kiara cares so much about the quality of her work, she is sometimes late making sure it is all done properly. She is one of my most trustworthy students who is always on time for class, asks for when she has been absent for what needs to be done. She shows her work and it is always neat and orderly. Her handwriting is exemplary. She is also always checking my work and isn't afraid to speak up and point out errors. She is indeed a shining star. Congratulations.
Next up is Trey Seward. Trey was nominated by Mr. Johnson in the business department. He wrote, Trey is a
Emily
positive...
Wright, please come to the main office, and Brooklyn Perry, please come to the main office. Also, Ms. Wood, please dial 2302. Thank you.
My turn. We'll start again. This is for Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson writes, Trey is a positive asset to have in class. He's always willing to help others and is a positive force for other people. Thanks, Trey.
Elena Dudley. Elena was nominated by Ms. Davis. Elena is an amazing student. Elena is on top of her work and a pleasure to work with. She goes above and beyond every day in my class and is always willing to help others. Congratulations.
Next up is Miguel Garza. This is from, you know what would be a fun game? We should start making the kids guess who nominated them. Joking, I'm kidding. I won't make you do that. Here you go. Look at the camera. You were nominated by Miss Garcia. She wrote, Miguel is a wonderful student to have in class. Miguel is always prepared and eager to learn. In a classroom full of his friends, Miguel remains dedicated to his learning and works hard every day. He's consistently participating in class, and very often I have to tell him that he can no longer answer any more questions. Miguel has such a kind personality and a bright mind.
Jada Vessels. Jada was nominated by Ms. Boozer. She says, Jada is the first student I thought of for the Shooting Star Award. Though I think she would prefer to fly under the radar, Jada shines and deserves recognition. In the midst of today's sometimes chaotic atmosphere, Jada is a quiet, steady light and joy. She is self-directed, conscientious, and consistently turns in great work. I wish Jada would toot her own horn by speaking up a little more because she has good ideas and insights. I am proud of her and hope she realizes what a wonderful role model she is. Congratulations, Jada.
Next up is Julio Rivero. Julio was nominated by Ms. Boozer. She writes, Julio is academic-minded, fun-loving, and both speaks his mind and listens carefully to others. He has taken active steps to turn his dreams into goals and systematically accomplishes them. Perhaps most of all, I appreciate Julio's generous spirit. Finally, Julio honors commitments, follows through, and is destined for a meaningful future.
Sonia Rascon. Ms. May nominated Sonia. She says, Sonia has been going the extra mile in zoology. She sketched some very detailed arthropods for her latest project. Drawing has been a science skill since the beginning of time. Sonia, I hope you stay curious and keep developing your skill of drawing and how you see the world. Keep up the great work.
Next up is Roberto Carrasco Hernandez. Well, we'll read it anyway. This is from Mrs. Kelly, and she writes, I am so proud of Roberto. He is working very hard to pass all of his classes. He pays attention during class and asks questions when he does not understand. He is a joy to have in the classroom.
Elijah Dick. Mrs. Foreman had nominated you, Elijah, and she said that you are one of her friendliest students. Having Elijah for the first period of the day has been a nice way to start my day. Not only does he contribute to class discussions, but he always has a good book recommendation for me. He is very conscious of helping whenever he can. His classmates and I have taken note that Elijah is not only kind, but he is also dependable. Congratulations.
Next up is Leonardo Roa. This is from Amanda Graham Bishop. She writes, Leo continues to strive in his Principle of Business class. Not only did Leo earn one of the highest grades in the class quarter one, he is respectful, helpful to his classmates, and has integrity. It is a joy to have Leo in class. I've enjoyed watching him work to process new concepts and apply new business knowledge in current events.
Chrislyn Shipley. Miss Davis nominated Chrislyn and said she's an amazing student. She is always willing to participate, volunteer, and is always going the extra mile. Congratulations.
Next up is Dawson Richmond. Dawson was nominated by Miss Davis. She writes, Dawson is an amazing student, always willing to go the extra mile and do whatever it takes to succeed.
Gabriel Bautista Escobedo. Gabriel was nominated by Mrs. Schaefer. She says, Gabriel has really impressed me so far this semester. He is a very insightful thinker and constantly tries to do his best. He is sometimes reluctant to speak aloud in class, but his thoughtful and perceptive insights come through in his writing. Well done.
Next up is Brody McKenzie. Brody was nominated by Mr. Johnson. He writes, I've had Brody in many classes, and he always has a positive attitude and is helpful. He has been a pleasure to have in every class.
Jason Valles Hernandez. You were nominated by Mr. Fermanis, and he says, I have the privilege of having my shooting star in 2 classes this semester, U.S. History and Psychology. He is a great student in both classes and helps me keep other students engaged. I also appreciate being able to rely on his insight when having class discussions because he keeps me on my toes with his skeptical analysis of topics we cover in class. His perspective on things makes class entertaining, and it is obvious that he is a deep thinker about many social studies topics. It is for these and many other reasons that I would like to nominate Jason for this semester's Shooting Star Award. Well done.
Next up is Mateo Valdez Vasquez. Mateo was nominated by Mr. Hartzell. He writes, Mateo is a very quiet student, but I know that behind the silence is the brain of a genius. Mateo is very dedicated to the completion of his work. He's not afraid to ask questions when he doesn't understand, and his drive to do well is apparent every day when he comes to class. I believe he has the potential to pursue any path in life that he wants to, and should never stop trying to learn.
Aurelia Mendieta Santos. She was nominated by Mrs. Roman. Aurelia is one of my Spanish 4 AP students. She is a pleasure to have in class. She is always going above and beyond what is expected of her. For example, she submitted an essay for the Hispanic Heritage Festival, and she won first place. Aurelia is taking several AP courses, which reflects her motivation for academic success and what a hard worker she is. I admire her honesty, trustworthiness, and the joy she brings to everyone around her. Congratulations.
Next up is Pirelli Montez. This is from Ms. Roman as well. She writes, Pirelli is taking Spanish 4 AP with me and I enjoy having her in class. She is always smiling. That's a check, are you always smiling? She is always smiling when I see her out of the classroom. Pirelli is sweet and nice to everyone around her. She is very involved with Crash and volunteering in our community. She is a positive role model for young ladies in our community, and she's a pleasure to have in class. Next up is Daisy Alanis Mejia. You girls must all be in class together. This is also from Ms. Roman. Daisy is one of my senior girls in Spanish 4 AP. Daisy is in the pre-nursing program that is offered here at FHS. She wants to develop her Spanish skills even more to help her in the future. She already has heart and compassion. Apart from being motivated for academic success, she is also very polite and respectful.
Brian Munoz Gonzalez. It is taking a little extra time to get up here. As he's coming. Okay. Oh, yeah, you have to do it. Mrs. Jacker writes, Brian is such a great peer tutor. He is given a task and does whatever is needed. He helps a lot to make sure that the students are working and remain focused on the work. He interacts with all students and has built a great friendship with them as well. Congratulations, Brian.
Our next student is Ariana Marie Munoz. Ariana is an incredible person. Don't let her school picture fool you. Incredibly witty with jokes for days, she is simply a delight to be around. Last year, what she lacked was confidence, and she would consistently say, I'm just not that smart. My sister got the brains and I got the personality. Less than half of that statement is true. In fact, she has both the brains and the personality, and hopefully, after this year, she'll also have that confidence. Though she is a shooting star whose brightness has just been sparked, I feel that one day she'll light up the night sky. And that's from our counselor, Mrs. Sheehan.
Helen Romero. Helen was nominated by Mr. Clayton. He says Helen is a student who could easily slip by many teachers due to how quiet she can be. She does not go out of her way to answer class discussion questions, but it is easy to tell she enjoys learning history. Her work reflects her ability to perform at a high level. I always know I can trust that when she is on a task, it will be high quality. Congratulations.
Joining the party is Mr. Hale, the other assistant principal. So I'm going to give him a double. Caitlin Barkley, come on up, and Mr. Hale's going to read.
Mrs. Jagger. She writes, Caitlin is a peer tutor this year. She does an amazing job working with all the students. If she is given a task, she does it without asking questions. She will jump right in when we're doing something in the classroom without having to be told as well. Caitlin is a great peer tutor, and the students really love having her around. Mr. Hutton also wrote one for you. It says, Caitlin has always been an outstanding student, but this year she has really stepped up as a leader to help the band. She is playing the drums because we needed her help on drums this year. Most importantly, she is a great mentor and friend to my daughter Miley. And as a dad and teacher, I appreciate that more than she will ever know.
Morgan Hampton. Mr. Clayton nominated Morgan and said that he comes into class every day ready to learn. He is captivated by every lecture, video, or assignment. Even when other students are presenting, he gives them all of his attention. When it comes to assignments and projects, Morgan goes above and beyond. His excitement for history reminds me why I love my subject area. Congratulations.
Next up is Winter Norris. Winter was nominated by Mr. Clayton, and he writes, Winter goes above and beyond every assignment. She created a whole pack of cards, a whole card pack of Greek gods with detailed information on them. Winter is always focused during lecture and participates in class discussion. She's an absolute delight to have in class.
Next up is Holton Arriaga. This is from Mr. Jagger. Mr. Jagger writes, Holton has done a great job in my probability and statistics class. He participates often, and he is always willing to share his ideas related to the topics we're discussing in class. There have been multiple times that Holton has displayed his problem-solving skills by sharing alternative methods for solving certain problems in class. This has been helpful to me as I'm always looking for other ways to explain concepts to students.
Jack Decker. Jack was nominated by Mr. Clark. I have had Jack previously in class, and wow, what a few short years can make in the maturation of one person. Jack proves every day he is not the freshman he once was. He's rather a polite, thoughtful young man who does his best to put his best self forward. I greatly appreciate all he is doing to make his time in my class a better experience. Thank you, Jack, and I wish you the very best.
Next up is Mason Cuffer. Mr. Field writes, Mason had a slow start to the school year, but toward the end of the 9 weeks, he really focused on what he needed to do in order to be successful in all of his classes. That momentum has continued into the second 9 weeks in my classroom and hopefully in all of his other classes too. Keep it up, Mason.
Next up is Yasmin Valdez. From Mrs. Valdez says, Yasmin has great attendance. On a daily basis, she shows up to class prepared and ready to learn. During class, she is focused and completes her work on time. She is a very bright student and a great listener.
Jorge Andrade. Jorge was nominated by Mr. Jewell. He says, I have been thoroughly impressed with your work ethic this first semester. Your growth from last year to this year has been commendable. Great work and keep it up.
Next up is Emily Castro. Mrs. Brandstetter nominated Emily, and she writes, I have Emily for 3 classes. She always comes to class prepared and ready to work. She has a great personality and a positive attitude. She's always willing to participate in class discussions, and if she is ever absent, she takes the initiative to get her missing work completed in a timely manner. I appreciate the positivity she brings to the classroom.
Next up is Landon Faust. Mr. Akers wrote this for you. He says, I love having Landon in class because he's always trying to improve. He is never complacent with what he knows. He's always looking for opportunities to improve. It does not matter to him if it's his best day or his worst. He still shows up and puts himself in a position to succeed.
Chloe Bell. Chloe was nominated by Mr. Clark. From the outside looking in, Chloe can appear to have a tough and often stoic exterior. What I have found is beyond that initial demeanor is a young lady who strives to do her best, is open to constructive criticism, and will hold you accountable if you too aren't doing your job. I have appreciated her effort in this during this short time of having her in class and wish her the best in her future. Welcome, Chloe.
Next up is Jade Valdez Vasquez. This is from Mrs. Kramer. She writes, Jade is an amazing student who has set goals for herself and is working hard to make sure she achieves them. She focuses on the quality of her work and exceeds expectations with every assignment and project that she does. Jade is outgoing and truly cares, not only about her success, but the success and happiness of those around her. Jade is a determined individual with an incredibly bright future.
Next up is Ashley Zane. And this is from Mr. Clark. He writes, I have only come to know a little about Ashley this year. She has taken my class for the first time. What I have learned about Ashley is that she is very personable and a polite young lady. She asks thoughtful questions and is very conscientious about her work, always striving to do her best. Beyond her work, she always enters the room with an upbeat, positive attitude and a bit of laughter. Thank you, Ashley.
Natalia Hernandez. I'm going to read it anyway. She was nominated by Mrs. Brenton. Natalia is a shooting star because of her attention to detail, perception, thoroughness, alertness, and participation she always brings to class. Well done, Natalia.
Next up is Anna Namidic. This is also from Mr. Clark. He writes, Anna is not only extremely polite, considerate young lady, but she's made tremendous strides this year to hold herself accountable. She rarely misses the opportunity to be in the art room, always comes prepared with ideas, and is willing to put the work in to be successful. I greatly appreciate the time we shared while in class and wish her only the best of luck in the future. Thank you, Anna.
All right, this person here, Mariela Pozo Sandoval, you got two, so come on up. The first one is from Mrs. Boozer. She writes, my good fortune includes the pleasure of Mariela Pozo Sandoval in 2 classes a day this semester. Without fail, Mariela maintains an amazing work ethic, excellent attendance, and keen attention to detail. She finds a way to turn every experience and assignment into an opportunity for personal growth. She never takes the easy way out. Mariela brightens LHS every single day with her patient, kind-hearted, insightful, generous spirit. Mariela shines as a shooting star of the highest order. I am honored to nominate Mariela for this award. You got one more. This one's from Mrs. Valdez. She writes, Mariela always has a bright smile. She shows up to class ready and prepared to learn. When in doubt, she is helpful to others when help is needed. She is a very bright student.
Ethan Gephardt. Mr. Crawford nominated you, Ethan. He said that you are one of the most energetic and enthusiastic kids he's had in class this year. I can't see it. excited as well. Congratulations, Ethan.
Next up is Angel Bautista Salazar. This is from Mr. Hammond. He writes, Angel has consistently shown that he understands chemical concepts. He has improved on the quality of his work in recent weeks. Great job.
And the last one, and please don't kill me when I butcher this. Dana Castaneda Takajasi. Did I say that? Okay. It says Dana, this is from Mr. Salee. It says Dana seems to be able to read my mind. She's extremely helpful with production setup. I never have to tell her what to do because she's already doing it with no need for directions. Thank you for being such an excellent student.
Earlier, I had the wrong information on a certificate. So could I have Diego Moreno Sandoval come back? And I'm going to read you what his teacher really wrote about him. I knew it was wrong, but we were already going, so I had to go with it. I did not call you by the other student's name, though. He was nominated by Mrs. McCormick, but this is what she said about you. She said, Diego is always willing to lend a helping hand. He caught my attention with his patience and kindness towards his classmates. Diego is a good student who always gets his assignments done on time. He stands out as a dependable and enthusiastic student. I see a bright future for Diego. Whatever he decides to do, I am positive he will be successful at it. Congratulations again, Diego.
So all of our students have officially survived walking to the front of the cafeteria and standing here while we say nice things about them, which we know as adults we really love, but as kids it's really hard. So nice job, hot dogs. You did it. A quick note, just one quick note. I just have to say one more time. Hard work and attitude pays off, and that's what we're trying to recognize here today. If you're a student that we recognize, nice job. Keep making Frankfort High School great. We appreciate every one of you. And families that have come today, thank you so much for helping to hold your kids accountable and make them the awesome people that they are. Thanks for coming. Kids, there's extra brownies over there. Have a great day.